If you're here, you're probably wondering how to get your hands on the legendary Citi Magnificent 5, and fast. Whether you're eyeing the Citi Magnificent 5 Strata, Premier, Elite, or Supermax Edition, I've got you covered. Now, if you haven't seen my last video on why the Citi Magnificent 5 is so powerful, no worries. You can check it out here, but this video is all about helping you skip the pain and fast-tracking your way to acquiring the Citi Magnificent 5 edition of your choice. I went through the grind to get mine, and today I'm breaking down the Citi application process so that you don't have to. Let's take a deep dive into the mechanics of acquiring the Citi Magnificent 5. I'm talking recommended card order, when to apply, and avoiding the pitfalls. For those new to the channel, I'm Richard Debs from R2 Travel Rewards, and I'm an avid traveler. I've been amassing tons of Citi points to help me travel in style, and sometimes not so much. Feel free to hit me up in the chat section of my website, boomacompany.com, if you have personal or targeted questions about your situation. Channel members get priority responses. Be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe before hitting me up on my website. Before we get into the detail of applying for cards in the Citi Magnificent 5, please note that this is a best case exercise for fast tracking, but each of you ultimately needs to satisfy the Citi credit profile requirements for the cards that you're seeking to acquire. Citi doesn't share a foolproof roadmap on how to be approved for their cards, but we have some generally accepted guidelines on how often you should attempt to apply for Citi cards. With that said, let's get into it. I've broken down achieving any of the Citi Magnificent 5 editions into 7 action steps. Step 1. The first action we're going to take is to apply for the Citi Strata. It's a very strong points earner card. My recommended journey into any of the CM5 editions is for you to begin with the Citi Strata. So why should you begin with a Strata, especially if you're targeting the Premier or Elite editions? The Strata is just a placeholder card which you'll eventually product change, so it's best to begin with a free and versatile points earner card. But more importantly, there's a 12-month waiting period before you can product change one Citi Thank You Points earning card into another. This strategy will become clear once we work through all 7 steps in the process. Step 2 is to apply for the Citi Double Cash, which is our 2 points per dollar catch-all, and you're going to do this in month 2. It's generally accepted that you may apply for a Citi card once every 8 days and not more than twice in a 65-day period, so you should be good here. However, note that that's 2 hard pulls on your credit within a 30-day period, so you should expect your credit score to take a small dip. I've provided what's theoretically possible, but you should manage your card acquisition velocity to suit your needs. Just because you can apply for a second Citi card within that time frame, it doesn't mean you have to. Now your Citi portfolio is made up of a Citi Strata and a Citi Double Cash. Step 3. Apply for your first Citi Custom Cash. This card is the secret sauce for domestic spending. The 5 points per dollar on very popular categories is legendary. For the newcomer, please note that the 5 points per dollar is capped at $500 in spend on your highest spend category from amongst a predetermined list of categories in a given billing cycle. Everything else earns 1 point per dollar, which is why we love the Citi Double Cash, which earns 2 points per dollar. If you're a skilled points maximizer, you're going to use the gift card method for your highest spend category, topping it off at $500. Watch this video here on how to maximize spending on your Citi Custom Cash. When are we going to do this? In month 5. Technically, this is possible, but feel free to slow down your card acquisition to suit your needs. So, your Citi profile is now made up of a Citi Strata, a Citi Double Cash, and a Citi Custom Cash card. On to step 4. You're going to product change your Citi Strata into a second Citi Custom Cash card. Citi doesn't allow applying for multiple Citi Custom Cash cards, but they do allow cardholders to product change a Thank You Points earning card into another Thank You Points earning card. The magic of this setup is to maximize the 5 points per dollar earnings, so we're going to need multiple Citi Custom Cash cards. And we're going to do this in lucky month 13. I've consistently been able to product change between Citi Thank You cards after holding those cards for 12 months. Now here's some demonstrable info which should be useful to you. I've noticed that once I've done a product change after 12 months, I'm able to product change that same card multiple times without having to wait another 12 months. This is likely due to the fact that Citi doesn't change your card's account number during a product change. So your Citi portfolio should now look like this: a Citi Double Cash and 2 Citi Custom Cash cards. On to step 5. You're going to product change your Citi Double Cash into a third Citi Custom Cash Card. For all the reasons stated before, the product change should be automatic if it's performed after 12 months. Once you've achieved your third Citi Custom Cash, you're almost home free. We just need to round out the other cards. Folks, with 3 Citi Custom Cash Cards, you now have the ability to earn up to 7,500 Citi Thank You points within a given month on 5 point per dollar categories. Let that sink in. When are we going to do this? In month 14. And your Citi portfolio is now made up of 3 Citi Custom Cash Cards. Hang in there, only 2 more steps to go. Step 6. The next action that we're going to take is apply for the Citi Double Cash. Now this is not as easy as it seems. Once you embark on this journey, you need to spend on your Citi cards and resist the temptation of applying for other cards. Play the long game and give Citi your undivided attention if you expect to be rewarded with them. That's what I did. I opened up a high yield savings account with Citi because I have 30 active credit cards. So I wanted to demonstrate my loyalty. I'm also an extreme case and I wanted to increase my chances. My sense is that it made no difference to my final approval. So I'm not saying that you should run out and open up a Citi high yield savings account, but Citi's high yield savings account is competitive anyways. So why not maybe increase your chances and definitely earn extra money? When are we gonna do this? In month 15. So, your Citi portfolio is now made up of 3 Citi Custom Cash Cards and a Citi Double Cash Card. This is a domestic powerhouse. Our final step, step 7, is for you to apply for your Citi Magnificent 5 anchor card of choice. This means choosing between the Citi Strata, the Strata Premier, and the Strata Elite, whichever aligns with the CM5 edition you've settled on. I'm voting that you're thinking Premier because it's arguably the most valuable Citi card out there. You can't take the 3 custom cash cards nor the Citi Double Cash Card abroad, so you ought to be thinking about the very affordable CSP, which only costs you $95 a year, but shows great versatility when earning points abroad. My biggest 3 spend categories when I'm abroad are dining, supermarkets, and gas, which are all 3 points per dollar with the Citi Strata Premier. You're gonna do this in month 16, and your Citi portfolio is now made up of 3 Citi Custom Cash Cards, a Citi Double Cash Card, and your preferred anchor card. Congratulations! Welcome to the CM5 Club. Your hazing will commence shortly. You're now the proud owner of a very powerful CM5 edition. I hope to welcome some fellow lounge lizards into the club, but I recognize that the classic CM5 Premier Edition satisfies the majority of use cases. Now, there is a case to be made about a Supermax edition, which includes 2 anchor cards, the Citi Strata Premier and the Citi Strata Elite. There are a few folks who need this setup because it's geared towards a digital nomad who also wants the perks of the Strata Elite and the ability to amass tons of points while abroad with the CSP. That's 100% me, so you should expect to see me rocking all 6 cards within the next 3 months. So that's the CM5 roadmap. Naturally, you may choose to mix it up to suit your needs and timing. Just be sure to manage how often you apply and when to do a product change. Some of you may encounter some disruptions along the way, but the sooner you begin your journey and the more focused you are, success will likely come sooner than later. But if you opt to chase other cards at the same time, you should expect that any pain experienced will be self-inflicted. Now, one final but very important call out which I must repeat. Citi may change their policies at any time, which may make it impossible for you to achieve the Citi Magnificent 5. So any strategy which I share is what we know about that card issuer in the moment. Please don't send any darts my way if Citi pivots when you're 5 months into your journey. All that means is that we'll pivot onto the next great system. So do you think you have the discipline to follow the Citi Magnificent 5 acquisition roadmap? Or is the Niffler in you likely to be distracted by other shiny objects? Thank you for watching until the end. Since you've gotten this far, it only makes sense to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and become a member to help give us some visibility. As always, take care and be good to each other.